Nation was doing pretty good so long as the federal government adhered to its limitations enumerated in the Constitution. At the start of the 20th century, a political movement emerged that aimed to increase and transform the federal government. Increasing taxation was necessary to subsidize that expansion of government. As this movement progressed, it became obvious to those who respected the Constitution that our biggest threat had become our runaway federal government. Much of what the federal government and the courts included does is actually in violation of the Constitution. They get away with it because they have the power to do so, and we, the people, have become powerless to stop it. Few people read the Constitution, and of those who do, fewer still actually reflect on how our increasingly all-encompassing federal government violates and exceeds its constitutional authority. Our Constitution enumerates specific authorities granted to the federal government, chiefly in Article 1, Section 8. Other than those powers enumerated to the federal government, our Ninth and 10th Amendments in our Bill of Rights asserts all other powers are the prerogative of the states or the people. The federal government under the Constitution was designed to be limited to perform specific tasks necessary for the benefit of the Union. It was not empowered to interfere and become the big brother to control or micromanage the inner workings of our nation. Over the past century, the federal government has created a myriad of expensive, counterproductive, wasteful, and all too often corrupt programs that have robbed the states and the people of their rights while simultaneously leading to the bankrupting of our nation. A simple internet search for enumerated powers will provide a list, or see the referenced on Policy USA. After reading the list, show where it empowers the federal government to engage in the following issues. Show where the federal government has the right to usurp and override the prerogatives of the states and the people in regard to social issues. Show where it says the federal courts have the power to decide issues of marriage, abortion, or interfere in the configuration of state legislatures, other than to assure they remain republics, or 1,000 other issues. Show where it empowers the federal government to regulate business, agriculture, or industry within the states, other than to promote the unhindered exchange of products and services among the states. Show where it says the federal government has the power to create welfare and other subsidy programs for the poor, the rich, businesses, or agriculture. Show where the federal government has the right to impose the draconian lockdowns and financial giveaways that are further eroding the value of our dollar. And show where it allows Congress to relinquish its authority to regulate the value of money and pawn it off on a questionable Federal Reserve that consistently devalues our currency year after year. Those are just some of the issues, virtually all of which are domestic issues previously the prerogative of the states or the people. Wake up. The federal government and self-serving politicians that run it are very far off track from actually adhering to our Constitution, giving it lip service only. Bit by bit, the powers that be have manipulated our government systems to the point that the concept of self-government by we the people is more wishful thinking than a practical reality. Politicians are not going to fix America. Only the collective efforts of we the people can do that. We have a representative system of government which is broken and needs to be fixed. Read the article on representation at Policy USA for some insights on the issue. Only we, the people, can fix our nation, but we have to learn how to do so.